Welcome back, folks. I appreciate you joining me. I got permission to camp out here on this private land we drove out to. I'm going to use the Onetigris tent again. I really enjoyed using that in the last camp I was out in the woods, so I'm going to use it again. I'm going to have a great camp. I brought some salmon to cook over the fire. I'm going to have some vegetables with it. Yeah, stay tuned. We're going to have a great camp. Well, I got this new cot from westtune. We'll give it a shot. I haven't put it together yet, brand new. Just got it off Amazon. Probably won't use the longer legs in this tent. The legs might make it a little too tall for this tent. Yeah, I really enjoy this Onetigris tent. I'd like to get a few more Onetigris tents. They've got the new fly that just came out, their 10th anniversary, I think it is, the camouflage tarp fly. That looks really nice. Hoping to keep improving, so maybe I can get some of them sponsors that some of them big guys got. Getting Palm Ollie, Onetigris, and get some of them hot tents. These are the little, these are the legs. So far it assembles pretty nice. I guess you could call it a budget cot, but it's gonna work for me. Alright everybody, I got the cot put back together. Took me a minute. I had a couple of brackets upside down. I finally figured it out. First time doing it. Should be good and comfortable to sleep on tonight. I shouldn't need too much warmth. We will have a fire. I'll cook the salmon. I got me a baked potato. Should be pretty good. We're off the road a little bit. You might hear some farming equipment. We're out here in farm country, so I apologize for that. Tractors are going up and down the road. As you can see, when I pulled in, it's nothing but dirt roads out here and farms, so good country. But stay tuned, we'll have a good camp. I'll get the rest of the camp set up and I'll be right back with you. I should have put these up earlier. I'm not going to use a pad. I think the sleeping bag will be just fine on the cot. It's not going to be cold tonight or anything, and the rest I got to take care of. Switch it out. And the old handy dandy chair. Thought I'd bring that, sit under this nice awning, drink me a cold beer. I like this chair. It's a Marchway. I don't know if any of you have heard of that, but it seems to be a pretty good chair. I always feel like I'm playing with nunchucks when I put these together. Good old Bud Light. J Sporting Good Koozie. Here's to all of you. Thank you for watching. It's a good beer. Yeah, I love it out here. It's country land, farmland. Mosquitoes are starting to come out. Even on a nice hot sunny day. I guess I'll be putting some bug spray on. Not quite sure where I'm going to have my fire yet. It's open field here. They really don't care where I have my fire, so might have it out here somewhere right out in front of the tent, so when I'm laying down I can see the ambiance of the fire at night. And yeah, they say they really thick with coyotes through here. We'll find out. They say they're constantly having problems with coyotes out here, so well, hopefully they leave me alone tonight. We had a pretty fun time our last weekend. We was and using our inflatable tent, me and my wife a little bit. Had a good time. We put together just a little fun video. But I tell you, the tacos we made in that video, if you haven't seen them, oh man, those were the best tacos I've ever had. We cooked the meat over the fire and everything, and it was a great cook to watch. So the first night we had some good, delicious cheeseburgers. The second night we made those tacos. And my wife sat up and she cut the onions, tomatoes, and everything, had it all prepped. I cooked up the meat. Man, I tell you what, those were the best tacos I ever had in my life. You get a chance, you should check that out. It's not much of a wild camp. It's a glamping fun video. So a little bit of music. We played some cornhole. And I kicked my wife's butt at cornhole. She knows it. But yeah, we had a good time. Hopefully next time, my next video, hopefully, my microphone will be in. Start using my camera. Maybe getting some better footage. So slowly improving. We're doing good. I feel the quality's getting a little better. I'm trying to get a little better with this audio. Some of the mics I've been using haven't been the greatest quality, but I guess you get what you pay for. So we're going to keep on improving. But I'm going to get me a Rode mic. I hear those are really good to put on the camera. And I heard DJI equipment and stuff's pretty good. I've been watching some videos on that, and some of the YouTubers that use that equipment seem to have some excellent quality. So that stuff's it's a little pricey, but it's good stuff. For all of you, I don't think I'm even at 200 subscribers yet, but I sure would like to get there. But the ones that have subscribed and you're watching, man, I sure do appreciate you. Thank you. So, very kind of you to subscribe. I really appreciate it. And I'm gonna keep making videos. We're gonna keep seeing what happens. So it's fun. I enjoy it. I mean, I don't, even if I don't get, you know, 1,000 views or 1,000 subscribers or whatever. Camping's camping, man. I'm enjoying it, even though I'm talking to myself into a camera. I really don't care. I'm having a blast. You got beautiful weather, nice tent, good beer. We'll have a nice fire, cooking some good food. Like I said, what more can you ask for? Now this is actually property of my daughter's boyfriend's grandmother. She gave me permission to come out and do a camp out here, so I want to say a huge thanks to her. She's very kind, so for letting me come out and do a camp. This property don't get used. It's kind of tucked back away, you know, back in some dirt roads, and good spot for me. We're getting ready to do some hot tent camping this fall, so yeah, definitely tune in for that. We're gonna have a couple of nice, real hot, good hot tents. Go out in the winter, and possibly even come back out here. This would be a great spot for a hot tent this fall and winter. So there will be some wood stoves and hot tents and all that going on this winter. Ah, man, that beer's good. I think it's only about 80 degrees today, but there's really not a whole lot of breeze that comes through here. But sitting under this awning is really nice. I really like the design of this tent. And the screen, when you're laying sleeping out, looking out, it don't get any better than that. I love it. Now, I haven't tested it in the rain. I haven't been in a rainstorm with it. And I know the bottom of the tent, you do want to put an underlayment down if the ground is either moist or soggy or wet, because it will seep through the bottom of this tent. The floor of this tent is the same as the build of the tent, so I found that out in my last camp, where I built the bush chair and the tripod where I cooked those barbecue ribs in the Dutch oven. I found out with the ground being a little moist that the moisture will come through the floor of this. So next time if I use that spot again, I'll definitely have to use an underlayment. But it don't come with tent poles, which is fine, but I've got these really nice Hikeman tent poles that, you know, I find that are really useful, so I put them to use with this tent, and it works just fine. I got 2 sets of them. They come in a set of 2, so I bought 2 sets of these Hikeman tent poles, and works good. These little tables come in handy. They're Viley. I don't know how you pronounce that. Maybe you know. You can let me know. Villey. Little aluminum tables that snap together. They're good for throwing in your backpack, holding your light and holding your beer. I'll use them tonight to prep my food. I usually put one in the tent, put one right out here so I can sit next to one, and then kind of have like a little nightstand when I get ready to go to bed. Yeah, in the morning we'll wake up, have some breakfast. I just brought me some oatmeal and some blueberries I'm going to put together, but I'll probably cook breakfast on my Onetigris twig stove. I got the twig stove I used in the last video. So that way I don't have to make a big fire and cook a big breakfast over fire and wait for that to cool down and all that tomorrow morning. So, but tonight we're going to cook over the fire though. We're going to make nice salmon. Ooh, yeah, I can't wait. I'm sure you know if you've been following along, we've got some good cooks in these camps. So, you know this one's going to be good. Yep, and I'm going to enjoy it. There's a couple guys that's kind of been giving me a little bit of advice here and there that I don't want to give a shout out to. It's the East England Bushcrafter. You probably have heard of him. He's been around for a while. He's really nice guy, and so I want to give a shout out to him. So East Angler, kudos, man. And Lone Wolf 902. Last video I was calling him Lone Star. I don't know, I guess Lone Star come to mind, but it's Lone Wolf 902, and the fella has great videography. His videos are awesome. So he's been kind of giving me some kudos and helping me out and talking to me a little bit, and I want to give a shout out to Lone Wolf 902. So check those guys out. They're making videos left and right, doing a hell of a job. So maybe someday I'll get there. Beautiful out here. Birds chirping. Birds been going nuts since I've gotten here. Birds are just crazy out here. Earlier, you probably heard it. There was a woodpecker that flew over me earlier. One of the big red-headed woodpeckers. I don't know what you call them. I don't know if that's a woodland woodpecker or whatever you call them, but I know there's multiple different woodpeckers. But I seen him land on the tree down the way, and he was about this big. Had a big old red head on him. He was a big bird. Yeah, there isn't much firewood around here, so I did bring some wood, so I'll probably stack that up, use that for the fire to cook on tonight here to the side. But not much dead stuff around here. They do take care of this property out here. Oh, excuse me. Good beer. But probably start the fire a little later this evening. It's pretty warm right now for a fire, so I'm gonna probably sit back, have me a couple of brewskis, and we're gonna wait for dinner tonight. I'll get the firewood around, get it stacked up. I've got that salmon. I did bring it frozen. That's gonna be thawing out by dinner time, so still fairly early, but once it starts to get a little more evening time, we'll start a fire and we'll cook some good salmon. I cook it salmon my way, so I'll show you tonight. Yeah, this was already some processed wood, so we'll just keep the fire nice and small and let that burn down, and I'll put some salmon on. Michigan honey here. We'll put a little honey on our salmon. We'll put a little brown sugar on it. I have some bacon grease here. We're going to put in some bacon grease in it.
babies up. I'm going to burn the fire for a little while, and I'm going to drink me another couple of beers. It's kind of starting to get a little late. Probably going to call it a night. And see you all in the morning for some breakfast and coffee. Stay tuned.
Well, good morning. Slept pretty good. Watched the fire out the screen for a little while. It cooled off pretty good last night. Cooled off more than I thought it would. But heard the coyotes a few times last night. Every time I went to grab the camera, I wanted to try to get them on the film. Every time I did, but they'd stop. So I got tired of playing the game and just laid down and listened to them a little bit more and went to sleep. But I don't think they come around here. They kept their distance, but I definitely heard them. It was about 2 o'clock in the morning, I think, is when I started to hear them. But man, so far I've had a pretty good camp. I can't believe I forgot my lights, so the video footage of cooking the salmon is probably ruined, but it is what it is. I apologize for that. But I'm going to make some good coffee this morning and make my breakfast and clean up and probably do a little pack up and get ready for the drive home. All right, we've got some good hot breakfast, good hot coffee. We'll finish up breakfast. Drink my hot coffee. I'm probably gonna pack up, and before I leave, as always, I'll talk to you. Good coffee. Yeah, I'm gonna finish up breakfast, get packed up, and I'll see you before I leave, before I make that journey home. I'm gonna try to get back out next weekend, maybe try to get back out in the woods, and have a little fun, hopefully have some new equipment. We'll see. Well, there's another camp in the books. I sure do appreciate you tagging along. I had fun. Salmon was excellent. Too bad you couldn't see it very well, but sorry about that. We'll do better next time. So next week, hopefully we'll get back out in the woods. We'll maybe hopefully have some new equipment, something, and get back to the deep woods solo camp. But until then, I'm going to see you at the next camp.